obvious. They've been deleting call logs. They've been lacking in their ability to reveal who the witnesses are, who was the chef swimming with, who is the mysterious woman. Why haven't they released the footage? There's videotape of all of this we just learned. And most importantly, we learned that Barack Obama was physically there. Why lie is the question. Look at this report from Judicial Watch. We covered this the other day, and now we have massive updates. We have the 911 phone calls. Judicial Watch new records reveal Barack Obama's presence at emergency scene with Obama chef drowning. What is this? Judicial Watch announced that it received 40 pages of records from Massachusetts State Police indicating that Barack Obama was there for a witness interview. What? Now, you might recall, if you've been following this story as closely as we have, because it seems like we're the only people that are like even curious about the fact that the guy's personal chef died at his mansion, and then they've lied every step of the way. They've tried to obscure every step of the way. Every single step in this process has been them either deleting a record, withholding a name, withholding a witness name, concealing, covering up, or straight up lying. Okay, so what I mean by straight up lying is, when we first saw the story, they said the Obama publicists, the PR people for the Obama family, straight up said, yo, Obama nowhere around here. Obama's nowhere to be found. Then the next day, you see Malia and Sasha, Obama's kids, leaving the island. Well, that didn't make any sense. Why were they there without their parents? And then it turns out they had to correct that statement and say, oh, he was out way on the other side of the island. Now they changed the story again. Barack Obama was physically there for an interview in the death investigation of his personal chef. The records, which are heavily redacted, indicate that Barack Obama arrived at the emergency response scene via motorcade. A short time later, a cold, wet woman who was a witness arrived. The next morning, the eyewitness was interviewed in the Obama residence with Barack Obama present. The records also indicate the existence of a Secret Service video of Campbell and his paddleboarding companion entering the water, the Secret Service emergency response in the immediate aftermath of the drowning. State police records show that they concluded no foul play in Campbell's accidental death, but as we have shown many times here, Tafari Campbell was a good swimmer. How could Tafari Campbell drown if he's this capable of a swimmer? Also, he had a paddleboard with him. So couldn't he just grab onto the paddleboard? Really, if he was in distress and he really couldn't swim, couldn't he just grab on the paddleboard? We're the only guys who ask these kind of questions. Why? It's important to ask questions. But you have a right to ask questions, especially about powerful people, and especially about stories that don't make sense. Where did I get this secret underground video? Well, it's from Tafari Campbell's Instagram, which is now deleted, which showed plenty of swimming videos. In fact, he was so proud of his accomplishments in the pool. It was clearly, like, very good. I mean, here's the video evidence of this. So how does a guy like that just, like, sink to the bottom of the ocean? I don't know, man. I don't know. And I'm not trying to point the blame at anyone. I'm simply trying to ask the questions and get a logical response. Explain to me simply and calmly, like I was a child. Please, that's all we want. But it said all we get are cover-ups, okay? All we get are cover-ups. Cops left the log reporting Obama private chef drowning blank. They said it came from 2 miles away, and they refused to reveal who was in the water with. I mean, wouldn't that be important? Who was he paddleboarding with? Apparently, he didn't have any clothes on, or at the very least, the police reports say that his clothes were found at a different location. So they went through and they found his clothes. So, I mean, that's where the whole, like, he was swimming naked thing comes from, whatever. Irrelevant, but also strange. Please explain that. Explain how there are 42 past incidents at Barack Obama's address. How's that the case? Received a 911 phone call from a person who identified as a Secret Service member and requested an ambulance response, unsure of the exact services needed. So apparently, according to Judicial Watch, the Secret Service has video of Tafari Campbell's drowning. Now, that is something that we have suggested for a long time. Of course there's going to be video. There's video cameras everywhere. You're on a protected property. There's going to be video cameras everywhere. Ha ha ha, they can't find the cocaine inside the White House. LOL. Ha 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 ha. It's so funny. There's video cameras everywhere at these places. I've been in the White House a bunch of times. I've been to the protected properties a bunch of times. Been to Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump, Trump's buildings. There is no shortage of cameras. So they have cameras in this. The documents show that Campbell's family told police that he had taken swimming lessons in 2019 and describes his ability as not a great swimmer. The drowning occurred in Egerton Great Pond in Massachusetts. Environmental police estimated to be approximately 7 to 8 feet deep of water. If you're in 7 feet deep of water, you can, if you're like a man who is, again, Tafari Campbell was an in-shape dude. He was in shape. This guy worked out. Like, you can keep yourself buoyant. You can. It's strange. And then how did he sink down to the very bottom of the water? Again, that defies physics. That defies like what actually happens. Like, bodies float, right? I don't know. Some people say different things. But it just doesn't make any sense. The whole thing doesn't make any sense. Most importantly, because he was an accomplished swimmer. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the questions that we have, and now we have the 911 phone call for help. So, the 911 phone call has been released. The call was made from Barack Obama's Secret Service agents when Tafari Campbell fell off his paddleboard. We have a male drowning in the back of the property right now, the agent named Dave tells the dispatcher. Tafari Campbell's body was found the next morning in the shallow water by a rescue boat. Investigators soon declared Campbell's death a drowning. Wait a second, you have a male drowning in the back of your property right now? You couldn't go out and help him? This was so ongoing that you couldn't go out and just, like, give him a hand? So the Secret Service agents are, like, extremely accomplished athletes and swimmers. Very, very capable individuals. Let's have a listen.
2023, 19, 46, 25.
911, the sign's recorded. Where is your emergency?
We have a male drowning in the back of the property right now. We have our rescue swimmers. They're attempting to go out there right now.
What's your phone number that you called in on?
What's the deputy's phone call?
Swimmer and an agent driving down there right now to get on the boat. Someone came running up to our back boat saying that a gentleman, it's just a guest of the house, is out there drowning. So right now, the rescue swimmer's going out there.
You said you guys have door access, so what do you guys need? Do you need an ambulance if you need water rescue as well?
They've been advised right now, I would say at least an ambulance, and I don't know if what they're doing in the back of the property right now. I know we have our rescue swimmer who's getting the boat right now. I would say at least an ambulance. I don't know what the detail is.
Alright, I'll send the ambulance over and I'll contact the fire chief and see where he wants to go, the duty chief, and see if he wants to drop the boat in there.
I don't know if you have like a better number for me to call you back if we get him out of the water, and I can give you another situation report. They're not passing anything over the radio right now.
Yeah, I can give you that if you like.
Yeah, we'll have our gate open, and we'll send the ambulance down to the front of the house, and I'll call you back once I hear about once we get a status report down by the water.
Mm-hmm. And do you know if it's a male or female?
It's a male, 40.
Alright, male's male. Alright, I'll set down everyone out there, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, thank you, take care.
July 23, 2023, 19, 53, 13.
Sheriff's office, make
So our rescue swimmers are able to locate the gentleman that was reported drowning. So they're out in the water right now. But as of now, they don't know where he is.
Okay, they're unable to locate the party right now?
Correct.
Do you have any description of what he was wearing?
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The official 911 phone call, 2 or 3 mysterious things that pop up there. They were able to uncover his hat and his paddleboard, but they weren't able to figure out where Tafari Campbell's body was, and he was a guest of the house. The man said it. He was a guest inside of the house. So he was staying there, either staying there at the house or was residing at the house.
No.
So as a guest of the house, they literally witnessed the drowning, and then what?
Right there. And then what? That's where we left, not knowing what's going on because of the liars in the White House.